Sacramento Kings and the Warriors. All right. We just found out that De'Aaron Fox, man, has an injury. Has an injury, man, in his shooting hand on his finger. All right. I'm gonna look at I got the exact injury right here. So De'Aaron Fox, where it go? De'Aaron Fox. I'm looking for, our group chat. All right. De'Aaron Fox has suffered a fractured index finger in his left shooting hand. All right. So he's expected to be doubtful game 5, which is Wednesday. So, like, the question is, how confident are you of the Kings? We both picked the Kings. How confident are you of the Kings winning the series knowing Fox's injury? Now, David, they said this injury happened. Oh, what did I just do? They said this injury happened in game 3, if I'm not mistaken. Game 3 in the fourth quarter. All right. Game 3 in the fourth quarter. So, here we go. Yeah, game 3 in the fourth quarter. And remember, in game 4, he dropped 38 points. So, David, if De'Aaron Fox plays, I'm out of 10. All right, I'm out of 10. If he plays, I'm out of 10 because if he's out there, he's out there. There's no excuses. It's really not. Kobe played through it with a broken finger throughout the whole playoffs, won the championship. All right, so if he's out there with that same messed up fractured finger, David, he had 38 points, 9 rebounds, and I like how he started the game. In the first quarter, he had 10 points, with shooting 50%. In the fourth quarter, he had 12 points, 4 rebounds. So he looked pretty good to me the last time I saw him play. Now if he's not out there, I'm at a 6 if he misses one game. I'm at like a 6 if he misses one game. 6 or 7. But I'm still on the positive side of things of us winning the series still. Now I don't think it's gonna be a big issue. I think he'll still be able to get a shot off. I mean, like I said, we just saw it last game. Now the issue with the Kings have to do in game 5, Malik Monk has to show up. Keegan Murray Malik Monk doesn't have to show up. Let me start there. Because we don't need a specific person off the bench to step up. But we need our bench to step up basically on the road. And what killed the Kings last game in the fourth quarter, first of all, we had 5 turnovers leading up to the fourth quarter. And in the fourth quarter, we had 5 turnovers. So that's what killed us. All right. So Steph Curry blessed us. We had an opportunity to win the game. Had a wild open shot with Harrison Barnes. Did a great job with double team and De'Aaron Fox. But I thought that we should have had more space on the floor or not call timeout and just get the ball to De'Aaron Fox with 10 seconds left and let him go to work. But it's all good. The series tied 2-2. I really thought, first of all, I thought the Warriors would win one of the first 2 games. That's why I had it going 6. But they didn't. And when they didn't win one of the first 2 games, I'm like, we going back 3-1. But the Warriors did what they're supposed to do. They held it down in home court. Now it's the Kings' job to hold it down in home court in sack time, which I believe they will. And I still have the Kings winning in 6, like I originally had in the first place. So I think we'll be good.
Yeah, I feel the same way I did before the series started. I felt like both teams were good at home. Like I said, the Warriors are not a good road team. They haven't been a good road team all year long. And that's why I felt like the Kings would win those first 2 home games, and they did. Mm-hmm. But I also said that the Warriors are a better home team, and they would win those 2 games at home, and that's what happened. So I picked the Kings to win in 7. For right now, I still feel like it'll go 7. It could go 6, depending on how the game goes in game 5. But I'm not sure. Like I said, right now, I'm still going with the Kings in 7. I don't feel any different than what I did from game 4. It would have been different if the Kings lost in a blowout fashion. If they lost in blowout fashion, then I'm like, yeah, Joe, I'm a little worried now. But I'm not. I mean, you lost by 1 point. It was 126-125. You lost with now. I do feel like that play call at the end could have been a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you were able to space the ball out more, put Malik Monk in the corner, put Harrison Barnes in the corner, then have do whatever you can to make sure you have Steph 1-on-1 with De'Aaron Fox. I like De'Aaron Fox in that position. And that's not to say that Steph Curry is a trash defender, but he's not one of the best defenders in the league. He's a good defender. He does whatever he can to make sure he makes plays. But Fox is going to be able to get past Steph, and he can make a good
Mhm.
mid range shot or not. I will put it in my clutch player's hand. He's the clutch player of the year for a reason, so I would put it in his hands for him to be able to get that shot. And I feel like the play call was just a little bit questionable. I mean, Harrison Barnes has been there before. He's an NBA champion, so he's been there before. He knows exactly what it takes to get to that point.
Been
So I
clutch
get
too.
it. Yeah, Ben clutch as well. But me personally, I would have rather had put that in De'Aaron Fox's hands. That's just me.
Mhm. I agree. And Tomo hit me with a question. Shout out Tomo once again. Happy birthday to your princess. Kawhi is out for Game 5. Another update, by the way. Not
Mm,
surprising. But Tomo hit me with a question. He said, "What did the last game tell you about your team?" Now we said on Game 3 they came out. The Warriors came out with this intensity. They came out mad, and we didn't match it. And then Mike Brown came out and said that we got to match the intensity, and I expected that to happen. That's exactly what they did. They matched the intensity. I love the way they responded. If you are like the game was entertaining. It was back and forth, a lot of runs, a lot of lead changes. But one thing what Mike Brown said, he said that we can't basically complain about the refs. That's what I love about Mike Brown, David. He's not going to be that coach that comes in the press conference post game in the playoffs. He might do in the regular season, but he understands the playoffs and complain about the refs. He said if I was a ref, he said we go in, we throw some stuff out, we complain to the ref. He said if I was a referee, I wouldn't call that either because you're begging for a foul, you're crying for a foul. He said you gotta play through that, and I love Mike Brown for saying that. And then so he said we got to clean that up, and he said that's when our inexperience kicks in. Also, he said that we gave up two big threes because we took bad angles. Like I know y'all know one of them when Steph Curry went around the screen and Fox tried to go under the screen, and Steph Curry hit the three wide open. Same thing happened to Klay Thompson on the left side of the court. So he said those plays are just you saying it's only one play. I'm not gonna give my all this play. All right. And he said in the playoffs against a Golden State Warriors, you can't do that. You can't give up on any play. And that's
yeah,
why I think this series is so good for us. It's so good for us, right? The Kings survive and win this series. Man, anything they see going forward, we saw it before. We saw it before because we're going against NBA champions. All right. So I love the way they responded. And I'm looking forward to Wednesday game, even with the messed up index finger.
yeah. I don't think the finger's going to be an issue. He played well with it. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he played game 4. He still played well in that game. So I don't think it's going to be an issue.
Yeah. And then lastly, I'm going to J-Mo said, y'all need Malik Monk, Joe, because Fox can't be the only creator. I get you. Like, facilitate, all that stuff. I'm saying we don't need Malik Monk to give us 20. That's what I'm
Mm,
saying. We don't need that. Now, if he ends up being the guy to give us 20, then I'm with that. But what we got to do, we got to hit these threes, right? Because we collapsing the defense and we getting open shots. We just got to hit them. We hit them last game, so let's see we hit them at home. I'm
yeah,
looking for.
and I think Malik Monk needs to slow down sometimes when he's driving. I
Yeah,
think sometimes
that's what he's talking about.
I
He's
think
talking about
sometimes
Malik Monk and the bonus.
he's a little too antsy sometimes because I feel like he made a couple bad plays. I was like, Malik Monk, you don't need to do that. Just slow down a little bit. You got the lead. Just relax. Play your game and drive the ball when you know you got it. Don't just drive and try to make a pass that you don't really see.
See, he's getting fouled, right, in the regular season. But Mike Brown, like, bro, they're not caught, bro. First of all, he ain't going to state. They're not caught. Malik, chill out. Like, and then if you're wild like that, okay, I don't like you being wild, but don't be wild and then complain and then allow a transition play. That's what Malik been doing the whole time we ain't going to state. He go to the cup and he's like throwing his arm every single time he go to the cup. Sabonis too. So I think he's talking to those two players like Sabonis and Malik. Stop looking for the foul and look for the bucket. How about that? Or look for the open. He said, I'd rather get us an open three and we miss versus you throw us some big wild stuff like that. So, but I'm ready though. I got my man. I can't wait. We need to win Wednesday. I need to use this cowbell. It's been a while since I used my cards right here. I'm itching to shake it. David, I can't do it right now. I gotta wait for the dub to come.
Yeah, it's banned for right now.
We still in Oracle. We gotta wait till we get into the summer.
It's all
All
good.
right. Let's go. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, And also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.